Welcome back. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky urged international pressure to end a Russian naval blockade of Black Sea ports that has choked off his country's grain exports, threatening a global food crisis. Let's listen in.
Russia must feel that its belligerent policies will have consequences for itself as well. And if there are no such consequences, and if due to Russian blockade we are unable to export our foodstuffs, which is so sorely missing in global markets, the world will face an acute and severe food crisis and famine in many countries of Asia and Africa. The shortage of foodstuffs will inexorably lead to political chaos, which can result in the falling of many governments and the ousting of many politicians. And this is already plain to see. This looming threat is plain to see by just looking at the skyrocketing prices for basic products on the world markets and in certain countries. This is the direct consequence of the acts of the Russian state. And therefore, finally, we must restore the full might of the international law. Since 24th of February this year, the Russian missile strikes have killed 287 children. And this is just what we can tell you officially. We do not know so far how many people are buried in mass graves in the occupied territories and how many corpses are there in the rubble of houses that the Russian army is controlling so far.
And take a look at these images of views of damage in the Nicatera grain terminal in Mykolaiv in southern Ukraine after Russian attacks on June 4. Before the Russian invasion, Ukraine was the world's top producer of sunflower oil and a major wheat exporter. But millions of tons of grain exports remain trapped due to the blockade. The United Nations and some countries are pushing for a maritime corridor to be opened up to allow exports to resume. Kiev is also in discussion with the United Nations, Turkey and other countries to open a way to allow the grain exports, and Zelensky said the talks are focused on the format of the corridor. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and his Turkish counterpart held talks this week in Ankara on securing safe passage for Ukrainian grain exports, but the discussions made little headway.